Camden, sure. It must be time again for another in-bed reading series. Tonight we're going to read you some of my poems. Supposed to be in New York this past weekend, Providence, Boston, several different places for readings, and because of the current situation, that is impossible. So we'll do a reading here instead. This first poem is called Another Monochrome Day. It was just published in As It Ought to Be magazine. Shout out to Chase Dimmick. At the dogleg light, with the ghost house, memories of Prohibition-era bathtub gin leaking fumes into an ever-darkening sky. Pillsbury sign, skirmish of endless rain, noise spills out the horoscope lounge, another soulful strut, drunk takes wings, glides past George Akins while corner horn street lights blow along to a 4-beat. The coffee shop clings to a revolving door of hangovers. It seems every soul is wider this morning. Saucers of the moon lost in the iris of this old neighborhood song. I swear I'm breathing again. Fingers tap on the steering wheel, light blinks green, hand spun turns, chugolin. Another split atom, another monochrome day. This is called Regular and Subtle as God. Will be popping up in an issue of Gasconade Review coming up in the future. This is also for Lindsay Garcia. The teleporter plays hell when it assimilates atoms that were once me back into me, just in a different space. No real casualty, but for some reason, when I assimilate, whatever pair of pants I'm wearing somehow turns into pants decorated with red sequins. I'm embarrassed to be seen in any line of time any other way. Although I've managed to build a transporter, I can tell you I'm not handy. I know we perceive the universe as chaos, and maybe we get a reprieve on the 43rd Sunday of the year. It'll be October by then, and there won't be much shade or any leaves blowing down 6th Street. Pumpkins on the front stoop won't remember your birthday. They'll listen to train whistles flow across the Kansas night, regular and subtle as God. Beer lager noir. The thugs said cacophony forever, and they were right. I said the band sounds great even when they fall apart. Chris says everything sounds better when it falls apart. It's so fucking hot I rest my beer on my neck. This only works until the beer is warm or empty. God, I love that D. Boone razor wire guitar. Every time I hear knocking on heaven's door, I think about Slim Pickens dying. And I'm days away from fireworks and anniversaries. Maybe we should all wear flowers in our hair. Tommy says he's sorry for reminding me. I say it's all good. Time keeps getting weirder, stranger. It's inevitable that things disappear. Short one. Found poem for a mosh pit. Who broke the first bone slam dancing in Pittsburgh? Me. So ended my first marriage. It's a poem called For the Little Conema. This charmless winter, shy across asphalt miles, fresh snow melts morning, Paul Newman scratches the neck of the dog that tried to save you. Worked once. I pick factory bones and try to really see you. I can't get past the trauma. The dead eyes of pretty blondes, waterfalls lurch across the town square, wait out the last bus, wait out the city mission. There's a red-lit sign, Jesus saves. There's a pink sombrero alone on a lunch counter. Vintage owls watch over Little Conema, and I stand with them on the mountains above. The trees break another world vista of a hole in the earth. I see the burial party come to cover you in mud. And while that rain-brown river, never dredged safe, still rages in a concrete bed. This city, this history, is suspect. Spit out debris of capitalists, titans of industry. They whisper, it's only mud. It's only mud. A rabbit from hell. This one's for Steve Pellegrino. I never turn down a mental health day, even when I'm broke and need work. Today I should be a laborer, painting ceilings, patching walls. Today, Pellegrino has other ideas. He wants me to drive around the Mon Valley. He asks me to take notes while he conjures dead voices reborn from his head. Adrift in late morning sun near Joseph Yablonsky's Centerville Clinic, where free medical aid was offered to struggling UMWA workers to ease the burden of a black lung the UMWA claimed didn't exist. I see a young boy, no more than 11, chubby pink turning purple. He runs off the front porch, up the gravel driveway, arms pumping, eyes bulging, a rabbit born from the mouth of hell. The look in his eyes as he caught a glimpse of his future, and he swore to God it wouldn't catch him. In a fit of youth, he believed he could escape the Mon Valley, poverty, this trailer, all the shackles that we as displaced millionaires believe we can shake. I make a joke, something like that old devil future can't catch me. Pellegrino laughs. This is America. The future has already got us. This is called Solaris. It's for the Andrei Tarkovsky movie of the same name, or based on that film. I could sit watching fall forever, watch leaves fall forever, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. And sometimes it rains, and sometimes it rains forever, colloidal, viscous rain. And I think in terms of video, how there's always a cloud, how there's always a horse, these expressions in images, the ocean, the influence of our thoughts. Everything in our lives is anachronistic, our futures misremembered to keep time in order, a past, the ladder that swallows its own tail. A hive mind. We are connected to a hive mind. We feed its ocean with our thoughts. We build reality in banal nonsense and imaginings of ourselves. There is no big reveal. I found the edge of time sitting on my tongue, and I sat there and I burned the remnants of myself. They say you always remember your first look at space. I always remember looking at the ocean, and I wonder if the ocean is happy. I wonder about the hive mind agitated by fear. I wonder if we get the same nervous taste simultaneously. I wonder if we took a poll of all our fears, we weren't experiencing the same things, but we ran out of words. So we edited ourselves. We edited time, cut in little nostalgic portraits, all the happy memories of being human, ocean, horse, or hive. Throw out your suicides. These generations see the end, but they never die. Our time is built on, but cannot stomach, its own resurrection. This next one is a short one. It's called Working Poor Pretend. I didn't have anything smaller, so I put a 20 in the dollar changer at the laundromat. It rained quarters, nearly a full minute, and I was rich during that time. All that silver drained out slowly over a slot machine. Eternity. This is called Our Great and Wasted Hours. Tonight I dream of a bar I frequented with its giant shark, abominable snowman, its tree branches filled with silent birds. And I miss noise tonight, bar ambience, Penn Avenue, a stifled soundtrack to our great and wasted hours. Gin and tonic, cold beer, she wears a vintage yellow dress, floral printed, the one she wore first when I kissed her, back when the Carter family set the world on fire, back when McClellan's troops froze under the expanse of heaven. Midnight stars, cold bloom, rhododendrons blossom, fall tonight. I miss noise. This is called Kingsbridge Armory, May 6, 1919. This is actually a poem about a rose that I found almost 100 years after, pinned in an envelope with a note that inspired this poem. Here I go. Kingsbridge Armory, May 6, 1919. We were so bloody tired. We could barely conjure emotion. The soldiers would pass, silver trays, ashen face. We were machines spooning food, little talk. Our eyes blank, their eyes dead. Visions of the dead reflect in their eyes. Light of their souls barely strobes. Perhaps this is all.
Perhaps this is all that's left. He wasn't gone, little more light, if only a little. The look on his face, maybe a crumbled smile. A red rose in the button of his pocket. I, shocked alive for a moment, some color in drab times, very possible. I blushed. Suddenly exposed, suddenly acutely aware of a feeling once again as I forgot we were human for a second. This still life. My eyes drawn to color, his voice recognizes, gaunt. They were showered in roses yesterday. Everyone in the village wanted to kiss the heroes of the 77th, and who were they to argue? I didn't see his hands until now. They rose, materialized there. A sleight of hand, magic of an actual smile, eyes shaking. He passes it to me. This is called our subscription to reality. You confessed the magic had drained away, and I listened for coyotes, stared at a red sky and smelled rain coming, waited for my turn at the joint. Sharing this anxiety is too much. A man-sheep monster lives down the road. He hypnotizes people to fly off the trestle. Most times as they step towards oblivion, they find their wings gave out. I don't know. Maybe none of this is magic. Maybe our subscription to reality ran out. There are moments at red lights I don't think I have anything left. Another failed sex symbol. And maybe it's all different. We're not the same people we woke up with this morning. She said right before she went under, she saw a man at the window. He smiled maniacally and then laughed. It was a dream. It flashed. It landed harmless. Blind into leaving. I'm drinking beer in a bourbon town again. The waitress raised eyebrows suspicious. I lock eyes on an alligator and a shark. The beltways of Kentucky are kind. No stress, no trucks, no cops. Set the cruise just north of 80 miles, and they dissolve easy. Still, if I dive into bourbon now, I'll be slobbering in moments. There are some things you can't drink away. Guitar player works Statesboro blues, more Allman than McTell. The sunset was rose water in the rear view tonight. I just wanted to hold my breath. Waitress wants to know if I need another. I need an IV. She sees it and she tells me these are good people. It took 3 tries to get a room. The lobby, full bloom Appalachian floor show. Every toilet full of shit. The waitress brings me a third. I down it in one magic swallow. Broke down engine guzzles gasoline. Wizard guitarist is on fingerstyle sweetly. I tip and walk blind into leaving. This is called Al's Bar. 1 a.m. Drunk. Corner of 6th and North Limestone, hoping each streetlight is the moon. Thanks for listening. Stay safe, everybody. I'll do another one soon.